Welcome to the PDX files. Each week we dive into the weird and the unexplained here in the Pacific Northwest and beyond. My name is Peej.
And I'm Mac.
And Mac, where are we going to today for this
Well,
video?
we're going to take you back home. Country roads. Well, there's no roads leading you there, but I found an interesting video. There are a series of clips. There's not a lot of English in it, so but there is some hopefully language that you understand from your time there. And it is videos of UAP UFO. Some of them are a little older, some are a little bit newer. Some of the quality is good, some of it's not. It's all pretty interesting though, and some of them are pretty compelling. I'd be interested to see get your take on it, and obviously the listener slash viewer their take on it as well.
So I've not seen this video. So there's no narration, or the narration is in Tagalog or Filipino?
Yeah, so maybe you could. Yeah, so I don't think there's any narration. I think they're just clips. So it's kind of
Oh,
like when
okay.
we watched the ones that were in Oregon, the shorter UFO clips where there was a little bit of there's some of them had talking, some of them didn't, and it'll
All
be
right.
kind of similar to this. So we're kind of going to rely on our creativity to get us through here.
All right. Well, if it's in Tagalog, then after each clip, I'll make an attempt to give a synopsis.
Yes, yes.
All right. Without further ado, this first one is being reported in Pampanga, Philippines.
And where is that, near Manila, or is
It's
that in another
Yeah,
island? Or
it's in the northern island of the Philippines, so it's near it's relatively close to Manila.
nice.
Okay, I'm now here in Pampanga.
Okay, he is speaking English.
I'm seeing strange lights in the sky. Something like fire, and then it forms into something big, and then now it's forming a V shape, as you can see. I'm on the
This one
highway.
is kind of similar to the
Oh,
UFO
yeah,
or
of
the one that was
course.
in Oregon.
Hmm.
So there it is again.
Oh,
Oh,
Keeps on going up
there's
and
a light.
down, and it multiplies. Now it's going to die out again, and then sooner or later they'll come out in numbers.
Oh,
It's like they're descending into the clouds.
oh, okay, that's probably why then.
oh, okay.
There's another witness to this, which is kind of so the second angle or a different angle on this one, I think.
Sige, diretso, Jake. Sige pa, Jake. Hindi kita, Jake eh.
Ang daming
Kaya
tao.
pala ang daming sasakyan doon, nakita mo, nakatigil yung mga sasakyan.
Ayun, tumigil sila, oh.
Ayan, 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 ayan.
Uy, lima.
Ay, ayan, gigil naman na siya.
Ay, ang dami.
Ay, joke ko, Vika.
Wow.
Huh. It's a little too stationary for me, but
Yeah, but that's actually interesting though.
yeah. So in that second clip, it starts out with Jake, please, straighten your camera so you could actually you could actually see. And then one
Yeah.
of the ladies in the car, or I imagine they're in the car, saying, "Oh, so that would explain. People are looking up in the sky. That would explain why there were so many cars that were stopped and looking up.
Oh,
So
okay.
it seemed
That's
to
interesting
definitely
in
have been,
context. Yeah.
yeah. So it definitely seemed to have been like a multiple observers, but we just happen to see like a couple of videos.
Yeah, that it's interesting. Again, that's very similar to kind of those triangle type
Yeah,
UFOs, and the fact that it was. He said he was going through the clouds in the first clip. There kind of makes sense as to why some of the lights may have gone out.
right.
But he was sort of describing it, kind of going up, like up and down a little bit, kind of
Yeah,
having a weird movement to it. And I don't know if that's because of the clouds made it look like that.
yeah,
But it definitely didn't look. It didn't have the like you would have on a plane. It has those lights that flash. That kind of tells you where it is. It didn't have anything like that at all, which was interesting.
exactly. That was interesting, and but like I said, it looked too stationary for me. The video looked too stationary, even though it was kind of wobbly. But I imagine that the videotape,
unless they pulled over or something like that as well.
they pulled over, or the videographer was trying to follow it and keep it centered in the camera.
Oh, I
That's
see
why
what you're
it
saying.
kind of looks
Right.
stationary.
Yeah.
So I mean, I wish, of course, here's me wishing that they'd done a different angle, but I wish it was like a little bit further away so you can kind
Yeah,
of see movement.
they didn't appear to be pros as to what they're doing. The guy, the lady was like, "Ay,
They were not
ay,
they
ay."
were not following the rules of cinematography, man.
Not at all. Which makes it gives it even more credibility, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, and then for those listening, those both videos were nighttime videos. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
the lights were more pronounced, definitely, or you could kind of see how the lights in the sky would be something that people would like observe because it's kind of like unusual.
Yep.
All right, so this next part is in Makati, Philippines. So Makati is part of Metro Manila. So this is
Mm.
like literally, I mean, I grew up, parts of my growing up in the Philippines was in Makati. So,
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, right on.
and it's kind of the business district of Manila. And here we go.
So that in that there that's the downtown area, all those tall buildings.
Right.
Nice. Okay.
Ooh, so it looks like it's oh,
That's a weird because it goes behind the building, which I thought was really
yeah.
interesting.
And it looks like it's spinning.
Yes.
Dali, dali, kunin mo nga yung
I think
camera. Bilis. Ano ba yan?
Oh,
I don't know if this is the same one. I think
that's
that's a
not the same
different
one.
clip. Yeah.
Not the
Although
same
that's an
one.
interesting one actually as well. That's one of the ones that I skipped. That's in Manila. That actually is kind
That's
of
in
interesting
Manila.
too. And actually,
So
we
the
can look
one
at
in,
all these as far as I'm concerned. But that Makati one, yeah. Please go ahead.
yeah, so the Makati one, what are your thoughts on that one? So this looked to be either dusk or just a really
Yeah,
cloudy day in Manila or in
yeah,
Makati.
yeah. That's it. Go ahead and press play on that one again, really quick.
Yeah.
And I think you got it muted, so I don't know if there's any.
So
Yeah, that's really interesting.
yeah, it's kind of
Uh,
spinning.
yeah, it's spinning around, and I mean, it could be a drone type, but it seems like it's pretty big
It's
because it
huge.
it goes behind that building, and that's the thing I really find interesting about it is it goes behind the building, and it doesn't look to be any kind of AI, anything like that at all.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting.
That's definitely compelling. Again, it's hard to say what time of day that is because it could just because it could be a little bit darker because it looks like this thunderstorms around the area for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, that's an interesting one. And I don't remember if there was any talking during that one or not. I think it was just quiet, but
They were just I think they were just basically saying, look, they were just astounded. There wasn't much talking. I really couldn't hear it.
yeah.
Well, folks watching on YouTube, what are your thoughts? You can see, and then for those listening, if you want to watch the reference video, I think it might be good for you to see and give us your thoughts.
Yeah, and I don't think the spinning is because of any kind of helicopter or anything like that. That doesn't look like that at all to me. And if it is a drone, it's like four of them. I think there's four lights that are kind of spinning in a circle. Whether they're part of the same, if it's like one solid object or not, I really couldn't tell.
Right on. Okay, so this next clip is in Baguio. Baguio is about like 2.5 hours driving distance from Manila. It's a little bit further north up, and it's actually an elevated mountainous region.
Mm.
So that's actually where like people would escape the heat of Manila and actually go to the mountain provinces and actually wear for the first time their sweaters and hoodies.
So it's a little more like it's in the 70s instead of like 90s, basically.
Yeah, humidity drops down to 98 instead of 99.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, nice, nice.
I'm making fun of it, but it is definitely cooler and got a lot chilly there. All right,
Yeah.
here's the clip.
And then this one's kind of hard to tell what's going on here, to be honest.
Huh. Is it this one right here?
I think so. And what it looks like some sort of a weather phenomenon, but because people see this shit all the time, I can't imagine them being like blown away by this.
I'm gonna pause real quick. So
Yeah.
for those for those viewing, my interpretation is I think there's something that they're saying that's hidden behind the clouds
Oh,
a
so
little
you
bit.
can understand what they're saying behind all the okay, cool. Yeah, good. I
Well,
was
I
hoping
mean,
that you could.
no. The ones that I was hearing was people saying, "Please be, quiet down, so that we can we can see."
Oh, weird. Okay.
So like they were like trying to stop. I mean, somebody was trying to stop people from other people from freaking out. But so they obviously from the ground are seeing something that's
Saying something, yeah.
not too evident in this clip, I don't think.
No, but it's interesting to hear the reaction. That's the thing that to me just there's other footage of this a little later on that shows people all looking up at the sky, which is
Oh,
really
okay.
interesting.
All right. So we'll keep playing it then.
Yep.
Ngayon lang ako nakita na ganito, promise. Kasi ngayon lang nangyari yan eh.
Oh, they're saying this is the first time they've seen it.
Oh.
I wonder, are they reacting to like the light behind the clouds?
That's the only thing that I can think of. But I mean, wouldn't they? It didn't seem like that would cause people to stop and look up at the sky.
So right now on the screen is a bunch of people looking up and taking video or photos of
And pointing and
the aerial phenomenon. So
a lot of people out there just looking.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna pause real quick.
Yeah.
So there's actually the expressions are of awe and wonderment, and more like they've never seen a weather phenomenon like this before. Because it kind of looks right now that's frozen on the screen. It's like just this light that's hidden behind the cloud, behind like a large portion of the clouds, and it seems to like glow brightly.
Yeah, kind of rainbow color. I mean, that's what I thought it could be a weather phenomenon, but to me, this type of weather is probably not unusual there. You know what I'm saying? So they probably have seen something like people have seen it wouldn't to me that wouldn't be enough for people to be gathering all around and looking up and like pointing and like all this kind of stuff and having that reaction to me seems weird. To
Right.
just a kind of it's kind of cool, but I mean I wouldn't stand around watching it for very long, at least not me.
Well, folks watching on YouTube, what are your thoughts about that? I mean, it's an aerial phenomena, so
It could
yes,
just be weather. Yeah, I don't know.
it kind of like is in the UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena or unusual area phenomena. But again, if it's something that does happen frequently, I don't know why so many people in Baguio are looking up and kind of like in awe of this, although. So, some of those folks, like I said, could be from Manila and they go up to Baguio and they just don't see that kind of, they're more tourists
Sure.
versus locals. I don't know.
I mean, I've been under thunderstorm clouds and seen similar stuff to that. To me, that didn't look like to me like it was going to be blowing me away from like a meteorological standpoint, but who knows?
Got it. All right. Well, this next clip. Now, I'm not sure where Isabella is.
Yeah, it didn't. I mean, it didn't have a map or anything. It didn't tell me, so I have no idea either. But
So Isabella is in. Uh, let's see. It's still in Luzon, which is the
Hmm.
um northern part of the Philippines. But it's definitely, oh gosh, it's even like further north from Baguio, but to the east. So this
So
is in
it's a bit of
Isabella.
a drive.
It's a bit of a drive.
Yeah.
This is here's the clip. So it's daytime. It's a daytime clip here.
Yeah, this is pretty good quality video too.
Okie doke. Oh.
There it is. Yep.
Ah. It's kind of a white speck in the blue backdrop of the sky.
Yeah, and it's kind of moving around a little bit. And that could be a balloon.
It could be a plastic bag, man.
Yeah,
It just caught
it could
air.
be.
But yeah, that does not
It doesn't
look
appear to be very windy around there, but
well, it's up higher in the sky though, so I mean,
oh, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know. What are your thoughts, folks, watching on YouTube?
Yeah, to me that looks like a balloon or a plastic bag that maybe got up there a little bit, and the guy just isn't that. But although I mean that's pretty far away, he had to zoom in. I'm assuming he's using his camera
Oh, that's
or
true.
his
Yeah.
video or his phone, maybe his video
Right.
phone.
I mean,
Oh
clearly, oh, there's another view of it.
no, this is looks like
Oh, okay. So I don't know. Uh, let's kind of replay a little bit here where,
yeah, because there was another one. Maybe it's the next one where the guy was like, "Mama, UFO." This one and Isabella. This one doesn't to me look like. Um, I mean, it could be a weather balloon at its most extreme, but look at the way it's moving. I mean, and I wonder how big that is
yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I mean,
because you
obviously
got to
we're
zoom
seeing,
up on it, right?
yeah, you had to zoom up. And, obviously the person noticed something, and it was high up in the sky, and it was pretty far
Hmm.
out, and it
Yeah.
moved, it made him notice. So,
Yeah, and again, if that is just like a plastic bag, somebody. I mean, again, I imagine that probably happens quite a bit. So, not just in the Philippines. I mean, anywhere like that, it can happen. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because you can't really see in the video like if it's moving or if it's just sort of hovering or it doesn't appear to be getting further away. If that makes any sense.
right. Um, Las Pinas. Oh, Las Piñas. Okay. Las Piñas is one of the suburbs in the Philippines. And I I actually lived there when I was 3 years old.
Oh, awesome, cool.
So this is a good find. This is kind of like,
Yeah,
oh, hey, I know
yeah.
these
All
places.
all the old haunts.
All right, here we go.
Ma!
Oh, this is the one.
UFO!
Yeah,
Dali!
So this is a nighttime
Ayan,
shot.
ano yan?
Yeah.
UFO!
Anong sasabi niyo? UFO! Oo nga.
UFO!
You seem very matter of fact
Wala.
about it.
Ayun o! Ayun o! Ayun o!
Hindi niya replano? Replano yata?
Ayun o!
Hindi mo makita ko? Replano yata. Pinukunan ko.
The mom was saying, that's an airplane.
Anong UFO man?
I
Ayan
don't
o.
think that's an airplane.
Nandito, nakukuha ko. Lakas ano? Hindi ba
Oh, she's
replano yun?
she's the
Hindi.
skeptic of the family.
Hindi man bilog doon. Tatlo yan, tatlo!
Ayun na, ano yan?
Oh, the guy was saying there's three of them.
Ayun na, ayun na!
Oh, well, there's a terrible. Oh, this must be other footage from it. Okay. There's fireworks.
Or gunshots. I mean, we don't know. All right, so this is another angle.
Angle from it.
I don't know.
See, I
It's
wonder
moving
if
pretty
that's
slow.
yeah. Oh, and I do see sort of three little. That was
Yeah.
interesting. That was like three lights that kind of was around it. That's interesting. I mean, that one could be, but it's kind of moving weird to be. It could be a drone,
Yeah.
maybe, and see the way it's moving around. It looks like maybe it's being controlled. But the three lights are kind of interesting, and it doesn't have like if it's commercial drones, don't those like if they're just looking at stuff, don't they just have to have lights that kind of again kind of flash? I think
I
you
think
can't
so.
just yeah. So it could be something. It was interesting. The guy was like, "Ma,
Yeah.
UFO," and she
Well,
was
yeah,
like, "No, nope, it's
yeah,
not a
and
UFO."
yeah, and she was reluctant to call it a UFO. She was saying, "Are you sure that's not a plane?"
Yeah, I don't know what the kids around there were saying if
Well,
they were saying it.
they were like, "No, that's not an airplane." And and then the guy said, "There's three of them," but
Yeah.
he was focused on only one on the screen though, so that was kind of confusing.
Yeah, that was interesting though. I think the one that was the most compelling was that one in that one that was spinning around in daylight, or
Right.
that sort of went behind that building. But yeah, I mean the again the quality of the video is not great. It seems like there never are. except for that one. And where was that? Was that in Makati? Was that?
Makati,
Yeah,
Makati. So
that was great. Yeah.
yeah, and it's definitely interesting. I would think that Makati and Las Piñas, which is the one with the what sounded like fireworks,
Hmm.
also where the guy was saying "Ma, the UFO." There's a lot more like light pollution that could really, impact the video quality, especially for a nighttime sighting. But definitely in like, in Isabela, Baguio, uh, just because there's kind of fewer buildings in those areas that there's less light pollution, especially for nighttime.
Mm.
Interesting. The Makati one was the one that was the most compelling for me, for sure.
Yeah, and it didn't look to me like it was a created like the guy created it somehow because you had to go behind that building,
Yeah.
and if when that happens, there's going to be something weird with the artifacts probably getting all messed up. Because and again, I don't know how much money the guy has or somebody has there to do something like that, and just like a random person. I mean, obviously, if people have money there, they can do it, but this didn't appear to be made up like a made for us kind of video. It was kind of just something that he's like, holy shit, what is that? So I'd be curious to see if there was other footage of that video. I'm going to see if I can find that anywhere else, like any kind of news report, because that was pretty big and it was moving pretty fast. So I don't know how long it was up there. We don't know. I mean, I don't think there was any. I don't think there's any dialogue in that video at all, if I remember. I
No,
don't
it
think
was
there's
it
anything.
was fairly quiet, but yeah, it was moving at a fast clip.
Yeah, it was indeed. Well, that was pretty cool. I had never seen anything like that before. I mean, except for the one that was the triangle one. We've seen that. I think that was the first clip. That was the nighttime view there, where it looked like a kind of one of those typical triangle type of UFOs. But yeah,
Yeah.
cool stuff.
Well, folks, what are your thoughts? I'd love to hear your comments. I would like to see your comments rather on the in the down below. And yeah, and if you happen to hear, and if you happen to speak Tagalog, and if you happen to hear anything that we may have missed, I'd love to for you to pipe in also in the comments down below. And if you enjoy this content, please give it a like and share it across your socials to help get the word out about our show. If you hadn't already done so, please subscribe. And on YouTube, hit that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on future episodes. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.